Before, humans needed to learn how to speak computer. Now, computers have learned how to speak human. So the misconceptions are assuming that generative AI knows how to think, but
Mm.
really it's not necessarily about thinking, but it's inference. It's about computational modeling of what we assume to be learning and what we assume to be intelligence. So I think just because you get something that seems a response that is somewhat close to a thoughtful or meaningful response by a computer, suddenly we think that, oh, the generative AI model is more human like.
Mm. Welcome to Dear Workplace by InnovatorsBox. I'm Monica King, and I'm so excited to have my friend Andrew Ngui again on the show. He was a guest in our previous seasons, but today we're going to dive all in about AI.
So, how can leaders upskill and be in the know? I think the first point I'd like to make is that everyone needs to be curious. And so this comes back to the first point that I made earlier, which is start with the areas of interest, start with your areas of focus as it relates to the work, to the projects that you're doing. Can you do it better, faster, quicker? Are there ways and means that technology is a tool? And notice I'm saying technology, not necessarily just AI, but is a comprehensive set of tools that can help you in your job, in your work, in your play, in whatever area that you're focused on. That's probably the first step. And then you start looking, once you have gained some level of insight, then you start diving deep into the areas that you have found to be useful and helpful. And then look at the components individually, specifically the data privacy concerns. I think really at the heart of it, you have to go back to what are your areas of passion, your
I
areas of
see.
interest, areas of focus, and to actually be disciplined about it. And so
Mm.
that is going to probably going to be the hardest part to be able to implement self discipline and to practice it self discipline in those areas, because otherwise it could be very broad. There has been a lot of opportunities to improve upon the level of work that I've achieved. You can start at first drafts, but you can also look at getting feedback in the work that you do. For example, just saying generative AI as an example, how might I improve this and make it a world class XYZ, whatever that. I think I would, to use a stock market term, I would say I'm relatively bullish on it. The one thing I would say about that is it's not helpful to close your eyes and pretend that it doesn't exist, right? Even if you're not using it, you should be aware of it. You
Mhm.
should be aware of it because it is all around us. What we call, or in so many ways called artificial intelligence, now has existed for a long time. Only now is the term AI becoming more popular, but the stuff that Google is doing and
Mm.
everybody else in the tech world has existed for a very long time. It's just a rapid increase in the popularity that has put it in the spotlight. And so I would say at least be aware of it, at least understand